Come vape with me. I thought I'd make a video for beginners, real beginners, people who are thinking of vaping. So I thought I'm going to make 3 videos. This one is on egos. The next one will be on intermediary batteries that actually charge off a USB port, and the last one will be on box mods. So I'm going to tell you what an ego is. Well, we call this kind of battery an ego battery. It is the second kind or the second generation of vaping devices that were made. So that is an ego battery. It's got a switch on it which you push when you've put the top on. Now when you buy this, you can get all sorts of sizes. You can get bigger ones, so you know size matters. If you buy a little one like that, you will only have a few hours of vaping on it. If you buy a longer one like that, you will have more hours vaping on it. The reason is the bigger batteries hold more power in them, just like a big battery is more powerful than a small battery. So that's pretty logical. When you buy your battery, your ego, which you might buy in a supermarket, supermarkets have all got them. Lots of shops have got by the till a little set with an ego battery and a top that fits on. Now the top is the tank. That's what we call a tank. In that you put e-liquid, and the e-liquid you pour in either from the top or the bottom, and you see those wicks. Those are long wicks hanging there. They suck up the e-liquid and they take it into an atomizer. So I'm going to try and find an atomizer to show you. There's a second tank. It's a smaller tank and it's got shorter wicks on it. Do you see? Here's a lovely ego battery with dragons on it, but yours, if you buy it in a supermarket, might be blue or pink or just silver. Here's a little tank that unscrews and fills from the top. You simply pour the e-liquid down the side, not the middle, of this tank, and fill the tank with e-liquid. Some of them fill from the bottom, so you're going to have to look at your tank and work out whether the bottom unscrews or the top unscrews, and inside that you will pour some e-liquid. Now e-liquid is made of vegetable glycerine or propylene glycol and flavoring, and it has nicotine in it. You can buy e-liquid without any nicotine. In fact, you can vape plain vegetable glycerine and it's very pleasant. So you will also have to buy a bottle of e-liquid. Sometimes it's in the pack in the supermarket. But the e-liquid, without it, you can't vape. And that is what is heated up in this tiny little atomizer that splits the e-liquid. It vaporizes the vegetable glycerine or the mixture of vegetable glycerine or propylene glycol. We call that VG and PG and flavorant and nicotine. So that transforms it into vapor. Now in the vapor there is nothing sinister, but people get frightened of being in vapor because they think it's like smoke from a cigarette. So when you use your first device, I call it a device, in America they're calling it your vape, but your ego battery with the tank on the top that you've actually filled with e-liquid, you need to be aware of how you look to other people. So it's a good idea in the beginning to practice by yourself, or try not to blow out too much vapor. This is vapor. I never make so much if I'm out. I always tone down the amount of vapor that I let out of my mouth. And you can do that by vaping, breathing in again, and you'll find very little vapor comes out of your mouth. So you will have bought an ego battery. That is called an ego connection, and it appears on an ego battery. And the tanks that fit the top have ego connections. Wait, I can't find a tank right now. The tank has an ego connection that connects to the ego connection on the top of an ego battery. An ego battery, also in your pack, you will find a charger. It's a little wire, and the charger allows you to screw in your battery. Oh, this is a very old one. You screw in your ego battery into the charger, and the charger can be put into your computer or else a wall plug. And the thing is, when you buy your ego battery, use the charger that's provided to you, because it's set for the proper voltage that your battery will take to charge it when you draw on the battery. There's a little button that you press. You press it 5 times to start your battery, and you will be shown by a light that it's on. You will see it tells you it's on. To vape, you push the little button and you will see the light coming on. That indicates that your atomizer inside the tank on the end of your ego battery is getting power. You simply put it to your mouth, you push the button, and you draw, just like you do on a cigarette. So an ego battery is a second generation, that means a second style of devices that vapors had a while back, but they are still popular because they're little, they fit in a pocket, you can vape them easily, even hidden in your hand, and they're very useful. But they have the drawback of the batteries not lasting very long, and also not giving enough power, enough oomph to the atomizer so that it makes enough vapor. But an ego battery is a good starting point, and the next video I shall tell you about a larger device with a larger battery with more power that can give you greater pleasure. So thank you for vaping with me.